So, hello Joy.
Hi.
My name is Milky. Thank you so much for agreeing to this interview. My first question is, as a student who is staying in the hostels, what's the main challenge that you're facing here in the hostels?
The main challenge is cleanliness, especially with the washrooms and the loose. They are unfavorable. The environment is unfavorable. It's so difficult when it comes to bathing in the morning. Sometimes the bathroom has clogged, and then sometimes they lose the flashing tools did not even work. So it's so hard for you even to like go and just do whatever you want to do in the washroom.
That's the main challenge.
Yeah, that's the main challenge. Plus theft too, of phones especially, and just gadgets generally. You have no idea how they just disappear out of nowhere, and just wake up in the morning, you're frustrated, and you have no idea what to do. I wish they would, as much as there is security, they would enhance in one way or another to just enable us to feel like secure with our gadgets, not to just stash them when you're sleeping. We'd feel secure if they'd address that issue as a school.
And obviously, everything that has a challenge has also an advantage, right?
Yeah.
So, what's the advantage of staying here in the hostels?
Yeah, definitely the charges. The charges are cheap. You can imagine 3,250 per semester. It's fair. It's better off compared to like 16,000 in a semester. It's almost like 5 times advantageous because you're able to save on costs. So I prefer like in terms of rent, hostel is way cheaper. Yeah, than renting it.
And do you think that life is cheaper now that the cooking has been banned? You know, back in 2019, I think in May, cooking was banned in the hostels, of which students used to cook their meals comfortably and everything. So do you think life is cheaper now that there's no cooking?
I wasn't at that time, but if there was cooking, I think it would be the best, because now that cooking is not allowed, hostel now is becoming more expensive, even though I'm living outside. Now living outside is more advantageous because now we're able to see. Before were way more cheaper compared to now that you're not cooking, you just go for food outside, you're ordering. It's quite expensive. Now people now prefer to reside outside because now cooking is allowed outside. Here it's automatically allowed. Yeah, so I think.
So, and on that matter of cooking, do you think that it's fair that cooking has been banned without any alternatives being brought into the picture?
No, I don't think it's fair because, as you said, they would have provided an alternative. Now that people now are shying away from living in the hostels, now because cooking is banned, I wish they would provide a solution other than.
Now, my final question. Since it has been banned cooking, there's no cooking, right? That's a rule that has been passed, right? Is there any incidents that you've had, or is the rule effective among the students?
Honestly, definitely not, because you can't expect everyone to afford living outside, and you can't control everything that happens in the hostels and stuff. I think there are exceptions. People have found solutions on how to find like ways of cooking in the hostel or cooking their way in. Yeah, so definitely a case can't miss of cooking in the hostel.
And any punishment, or like the punishment for those who are being found cooking in the hostel?
Automatically, like when I came to school, the guidelines were saying that you'd be given 1,000 days of academic days. Yeah, so that is the book saying so. But on the ground, I've not had people being taken because I'm not like a student who has like stayed long, so I don't know really. But so far, I haven't heard of anyone who's been taken home for cooking in the hostel.
Okay, and that's all. Thank you so much for
Thank you for having me.